Maya Kadabindi Baba Uswea and Windows and Banda. Good evening, America! Good morning, Vietnam! What is up, everybody? I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. And I hope that you guys had a good day. On this next day of the quarantine, so far over here in Puerto Rico, we are in day number 5. We're in day number 5. And how am I feeling about that? So far, I'm doing good because I'm a homebody. So, just prepping up my Blender program because if you guys read the title of today's live stream, I'm going to attempt to 3D model the Legend of the White Dragon helmet. I know there are 2 models already out there, but I want to make my own, and I feel like it's darn tootin' that I make my own. I think I should just up and make my own. Why let everybody else make their own, have their own? You know, I should have my own, just like I wanted to make my own of the King Tyranno Thunder Dragon mode. You know, maybe I'll make a King Tyranno original version of OG King Tyranno helmet of my own, like make my own version of it. So it might not be as good as some other ones I've seen because some of them look awesome. So I gotta see if I can manage it. So what is up, Gavin? What is up, Orville? I don't know why I'm in the mood for some popcorn now. I want some poppycorn. But maybe I'll leave that for another day. I'll leave that for another day. Molly McButter. Alright, so what is up, everybody? What is up? Like I said, smash that like button if you are looking forward to me attempting to 3D model the Legend of the White Dragon helmet, which is played by our one and only Jason David Frank. You know, he's a great guy. He's awesome. I've met him a couple times, and every time I meet him, it's always awesome. You know, you see him and you think how much of a great guy he is, how much he loves his fans and everything. So if he was here right now, I would say, what's up? Thank you for doing what you do and being who you are. So oh, I just choked on my I swallowed wrong. I'm doing fine. I'm doing good here, taking it, you know, one day at a time. The quarantine doesn't really bother me. I'm pretty much a homebody to begin with, like I said earlier. So it's basically like my normal routine. Really, I'm always home. I only go out once in a while, once in a blue moon, to go maybe to a movie or to the gym or something like that. Did the 2 winners ever contact? Yep, they actually one contacted me like around when I was about to go to sleep. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I had my phone right next to me. I'm like getting already comfortable, and then I got a text message on my Instagram, and one of them called me. And then the other one, I think, was Alex, that called me this morning. He sent me a message on my Instagram also. So he said, "Oh, I'm sorry that I missed the stream. I was tired from work and I went to sleep." So these guys, I guess they don't really watch the streams often because you guys see. I only get a few people during live streams, so it's not really like a big giant fandom here. So, but yeah, they contacted me, so I got their addresses, and things will be shipped out once I can actually get a hold, when I can finally go to Office Depot and get some boxes. So yeah, because I need a pretty big box, especially for the sword. I have boxes for helmets, I just don't have one for a sword, because I think you guys seen that King Tyranno sword is like this big, like huge. But trust me, I wasn't expecting like almost like a 3 a.m. call. Say, hey, I saw the live stream, I saw the video. So Luckily, I don't ever delete videos, so I don't ever delete my live streams. I still have live streams from the beginning that I keep up. So yeah, you know, tonight is your night, bro. Is your night, bro. So we're gonna try to model this guy. Who is ready for this, to see this made? Like, I've never attempted this. This is way far from anything I've done in the past. You know, it's not your normal like Power Ranger helmet. In fact, it's not even a Power Ranger helmet, because you know they said in an interview this is not part of the Power Rangers mythos. You know, it's like White Dragon. You would automatically assume it's a combination of White Dragon and White Tiger and Green Ranger. So like White Dragon, Green Dragon, you know, White Ranger, White Tiger, you know, so forth and so forth. You know, it's like, woo. Woo. What is that smell? Smells like, dude. Wow. That never gets old for you, does it? You're like such a big fan. You're like a huge fan of that thing. Okay, I'm just gonna make these things see-through because I can't really see the plane. So there we go. Make this see-through. Put it over here. Okay. Alright, now I can actually see the plane. Teenagers. You know, if you ever get a chance to ask any of the Rangers what their favorite line is from the movies, I would like you to ask like what's your favorite line from the movie? It's like, I don't know. It's like, what's your favorite Ivan Ooze line? Like, and see what they tell you, to see what it says. I'm eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Nice. I actually have not had that in such a long time. Like, it's like, it's nice. It's kind of sugary. It's kind of sweet. Well, of course it's sweet. It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So let's see here. Da, 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 da. Gonna make this as small as humanly possible, and I'm gonna add a modifier. So we're gonna do mirror, because I'm only gonna work on one side, and then the other side will actually be mirrored. So you know, that way everything stays symmetrical. So I gotta fix where I'm sitting. I don't like tricks. I haven't had tricks since I was a kid. So I don't even remember what tricks taste like, to be honest with you. I don't even remember what that cereal tastes like. It's like, I remember it was kind of fruity. It was kind of a fruity cereal, but that's really basically all I remember. But I know for a fact that from what I remember, the taste is not necessarily the same as when I was a kid. From what I was told, it's kind of got this I don't know, I guess you could say like a weird taste to it now. Twitch went back to its classic shades. Well, that's good. You know, circles. It's like Cocoa Puffs, but in color, and it's not chocolate. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. You guys remember Rice? You guys ever eat Rice Krispies? I like Rice Krispies. Even though it's like, if you like ask Omar, I mean not ask Omar, ask Bruno from MPR Toys, he probably would say that's that's direct cereal. It's like, because Mia loves Drek cereal, Drek. I don't know the phrase he uses for that. You know, all I know is like it's for him it's like Drek cereal, like Drek. What's Drek cereal? So. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I have things in the right position because we know there's a split in the nose. Like, I am not perfect at this, and the way the image is, it's not exactly symmetrical with your. I also completed. Wait, hold on. I also completed a new Ranger Fusion. This one is all of the Jason Forms, MMPR Red, Zeo Gold, and Omega Red. Oh, nice. That sounds cool. Oh, and speaking of of Rangers, JDF is actually online.
Times, Jenna gave me the light. Like,
hold on, I'm gonna send a message.
Whatever light, selfie light. So I do agree. I think the content is something that people can play around with. I don't think your shot list changes all that much if you're using an iPhone, unless you got jibs or slides. But you could probably do some really cool stuff with your shot list because it's in your head. So in my head, but I think it's a really, you inspire people to filming. I think sometimes people think I don't have that camera to make it. What's your experience with, like, say, your cheapest camera, your biggest thing that you've done that you're like, wow, I shot that with what camera would you say that was like, and people would be amazed. Like, what would your, I'd say, lowest camera? You could take your super low camera and make it great. That's what I'm asking. What is your camera that you use now, the camera you used then, and what do you think?
I call it the Master Morphin Fire Warrior. Fire being a reference to him saying Omega Fire Power in order to morph into his red Omega range. Nice! I watched my first Sentai season. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Which season did you watch? Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. As you can see, look at this. The way this helmet is, it looks like it's not completely centered in a way. Because you see where the nostril is, it doesn't really match up to the thing. So I'm going to see if I can move it a little bit. See if I can center this picture as much as possible. And then go here. Back to here. So that way, then now I can fix this a bit more. It's not perfect, but hey, you know. Okay, that's cool, man. Coolio. see, Zoo Ranger. Right now, I am on episode 3. Okay, so you just recently started this. You just recently started watching it. Okay. Like I said, this thing is gonna take some time to do this, because you can see this thing has a lot of this thing has a lot of curves and everything. I'm watching it on the website. Nice, nice. I was watching one episode last night, but then I saw another. I started checking some other apps, and I came across Voodoo or whatever. I don't know what the app is called, but started watching an anime that I like called Ranma 1/2. So I was actually watching that instead, because it's like it was like one of my favorite animes. And it's like Ranma 1/2 is, if you haven't watched it, it's a pretty cool anime. It's about a kid that's a martial artist that's engaged to be married to this girl, and he's actually going through an experience where whenever he's hit with cold water, he turns into a girl. So it's a pretty interesting story, to say the least. But it's real funny because, you know, he's not the only one that goes through a curse, because he got cursed because he fell into a cursed spring of a drowned girl. And every little spring that's in that place called Jusenkyo has a legend of somebody who's drowned in that water. So whoever falls in that water takes the form of the thing or the person that drowned in that thing. So there's a spring of drowned girl, spring of drowned panda, spring of drowned cat, spring of drowned goose, drowned pig. So it's a real funny thing. Tubi TV has other Sentai seasons, like, yep, it actually does have a lot, which I didn't know about. I found that out yesterday. I didn't even know until yesterday. So I was very, very surprised that to see all of those, you know, Sentai series, you know, being adapted to that. You know, it's like what? It's like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like, because you really would not expect that. You know, especially, see, look how this thing doesn't really match the front image. See how the nostril is gone? See, look at that. See? This is where you make a middleman. You make decisions and just try to get close to it. BK Cosplay, what's up? I finally made it to a live stream. It's Brooklyn Cosplay. I think you meant cosplay, not cosplat. The Flash, the Might Ducks, and the Ranger. Help me, you did. Here come the Mighty Ducks, heading for the goal. Here come the Mighty Ducks, heading for the goal. What is up, Joker? What is up? I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I hope you guys had a good day. And if you haven't yet, smash the like button. Smash it good. If you want me to continue modeling this beautiful piece of luscious creation called the White Dragon. Yes, cosplay, my bad. We'll just call you Cosplat. We'll call you Cosplat. Time to go. Go around the mulberry bush, to the mulberry bush, to the mulberry bush. Alright. Like I said, it might not be perfect because as you can see, the front image does not mesh with the side image. So let's see here. I'm gonna push this baby back. Push it to the side. Thanks for the shout out and the work. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. I can't wait to actually see when the day you can actually wear the mask, and because that way I can see the whole Mighty Ducks outfit that you're gonna be doing. Because I never got to see anybody. I think I saw a picture of somebody do a Mighty Ducks cosplay, but that was a long time ago. Because you know, a lot of people are fans of the Mighty Ducks, but you don't really see that cosplay that often. You know, it's always more recent cosplays that people do. You know, like you see like the newer animes, the newer cartoon series. You know, it's like where's the love for the classics? You know, it's like show some love for the classics. Look at that, it's coming along. It's coming along. That snout is coming along. Here, gotta move it back. So far, the nose is taking shape, ladies and gentlemen. The nose is taking shape. See, we're gonna one more spot right here. There you go. There, side step. Alright, I'm just gonna remove the clipping here, and I'm going to extrude this, make it towards the middle. Actually, I'm gonna put the clipping back so that way I don't surpass it. There we go. F150. Alright, so now, oops, click the wrong button. So now I'm gonna take the clipping off, and I'm just gonna push this back. Okay, just bring this up a little bit more to that part. Leave that here. Bring this down. Now what I'm gonna do, because it has like a little bit of a curve, so you can see it like curves a little bit right here. So it's not completely flat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all of these faces, go into bisect, and I'm gonna go from here and select right here. Alright. Here, and connect to the last one I just did. Alright, there we go. Ghost Ranger! How's King Tyrannus going? Which one? Which King Tyrannus? Thunder Dragon mode, normal mode, Silver Air Wolf Ranger. What's up? Smash the like button, guys. If you're looking forward to seeing me model this helmet right here, because that's what I'm working on right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm working on this baby. So you gotta move this down a little bit. Yeah, so far so good. This is looking good so far, guys. This is looking beautiful. I just don't know why it doesn't really mesh. I'm gonna have to lift this up a little bit more. So I'm probably gonna have to do that. Too far, too far. What's up, Gavin? And what was the question you wanted to ask me earlier, Gavin? Because I saw that you came in here before the stream started and said you had a question. On the good ship, lollipop. I don't know why I started singing that song. Believe it or not, I will sing a song randomly for apparently no reason whatsoever. What do you think of the Chuck E. Cheese song? It was okay. I saw when I typed in YouTube and I put Chuck E. Cheese song, I got a whole bunch of different songs. So I heard a good majority of them and they sound pretty good. You know, it's like they're catchy. You know, it's like I was like this a little bit during the songs, you know. But they're nice. I don't know which specific one you wanted me to hear because I put that and all of a sudden it just gave me a whole mess of different songs, especially over the years. They've had several different songs over the years, so don't know exactly which one you were you know, wanting me to listen to, but I did hear a lot of Chuck E. Cheese songs, like a lot. You know, I'm trying to see here because as you can see right here, this thing is like kind of beveled, like to one side a little bit more, so it's not completely straight. So there's a little bit of guesstimating in this whole thing. There's some guesstimating here. Gotta move that up more so that doesn't actually show right here. Not supposed to show. The song was "Your Birthdays Are Special." Okay, I heard that one. I heard that one. I think that I heard that. I would think that was probably like maybe number 4 I heard. I think I heard like a good 6, 7 songs. So, but it actually was pretty cool, you know, like, you know, ain't no thing but a chicken wine. I recently got the parts I ordered from Starlight Studios to make a custom Master Morpher, and now I've ordered the stickers needed for it. It will soon be nice. I would order one, but you know, I tend to watch my pennies because I got bills to pay. So you know, it's like sometimes you gotta make the sacrifice of what you want to pay for compared to what you want to have. So yeah. Just fixing this up a little bit because I really want to try to match it up as much as possible. Yeah. Okay, I know this is probably a little too far out in there. You know, too far out. So I gotta bring this in. this is gonna take a while, guys. Okay, so oh, it's the alarm for the curfew. Yeah, it's probably gonna go off again in another few minutes. So it's probably, like I said, probably gonna go off in another few minutes. So let's see. We'll see. Extend, extrude right here. So I'm gonna move these over here. I think I should probably move this a little bit further out, I think. And these, I'm gonna have to back them up now. See, this is what I mean. Look, it doesn't really match up completely. So I gotta back it up more. It matches up here, but when you go like that, it doesn't match up. It looks like this thing is a little bit more sharper than it should be. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna go here. And like I said, this is just the way I sometimes do things. I am no way a master of Blender. I am no way a master. I do not claim to be. Oop, I should put center. There we go. Center. All right. So it started with each day is a present. We all get to open a wondrous gift wrapped in every sunrise, a present to cherish with each passing moment, a memory unfolding in front of our eyes. Kind of sounds like a Christmas song, to be honest with you. So far, yeah. So far, Streamlands is being good tonight. So far, it's behaving. I don't know what it was yesterday, so right now it's behaving. Let's see how long it behaves for, though. So what do you guys thinking of this thing so far? Is it looking good? Huh? Is it? I know from the side it's a little off-putting because it doesn't really match, especially right here because this is like the other side of the helmet right there where the nose is, where you can actually see the left side of the helmet. So because it's not completely straight on, it's at an angle. And they do that a lot of the time when they put a helmet and they put a side shot. They put it at an angle. To keep people from being able to model it, or just to make it more of a challenge to be able to model these things. So that's how it is in the modeling community, which I can completely understand. It's like you create a character, you want it, and then there are some people out there that want to profit off of your creations. And when it comes to cosplay, that's something that sometimes tends to happen. The whole profiting off of somebody's design because somebody wants a cosplay. Some of them faded, some of them very clearly, but this one I'll always know. Hold close to me dearly because your birthdays are special. Each one is special. They'll always be special to me. Nice. It is nice. It is nice. All right, so far so good with this one. I'm just like some main areas I'm already hardening the lines. And I'm gonna bring some of these in already, like a little bit closer in here, because it looks like there's like a sharper divot in here. So it's not supposed to be as wide, I think. So see, to bring it in a little bit more. So I think so far it's looking good, you know. Bring it in a little bit more and out right there, and then bring this back in a little again. All right, so far that snout is making an appearance. So far the snout is looking good. All right, so what we're gonna do is extrude this. I gotta unclip it so that way the diamond shows. Gonna have to bring these in a little bit inward, so it's gonna curve in. F F F F F. You're both getting an F. Do you remember what any of the other ones did you listen to recall? No, I didn't. I really didn't memorize the titles. I didn't even go ahead and save any of it. You know, but they were cool. It looks like most of them were like just the band, that robot band playing. So I think a lot of them were just the animatronic ones that were playing music. Alright, gotta... Ooh, I didn't even move that guy. I didn't even move these guys back. Wow. Gotta move them back. And move this right here. See, this is like the one hard part when you're working with stuff like this, is to see where exactly everything goes when everything is like completely curved. And if you notice, my mouth sometimes goes open when I'm concentrating. I'm like, I don't know why. It's just a habit I have. Yeah, obviously that is too far out. That is too far out. I'm just gonna check something right here. Trans subdivision. Press 4. I just wanna check this thing out real quick. Alright. So far, so good. I have a movie suggestion for you. Okay. What's the movie suggestion? Shoot it! Shoot it right at me. What is the movie you are suggesting for me to watch or take a look at or something? What is it? What is it? What it is? What it is? What do you say? Get used to it. Chuck E. Cheese in Galaxy 5000. Chuck E. Cheese movie. I don't know. It's just those type of things don't really catch my interest. They really don't. They really don't grab it. They really don't grab to me. It's like, it's like what I mostly watch is like action-packed anime. I don't know. It's just like I said. I've never really been into Chuck E. Cheese at all. Like I've only been to the restaurant once in my life, and so it's like I can try and check it out, but can't make any promises that I might like it a lot. You know, it's just it's not my the what I typically watch. You know, it's not what I typically watch. Hmm. I don't know. Is like, is it like, is it as action packed as say Thundercats, um, DC movies, Marvel movies, you know, stuff like that. For example, there's a part where two young guys try to kill a character so they can make some sort of superpowered gas. That kind of sounds like something similar to the Toxic Crusader. Kind of sounds similar to that. Yes. Yeah, and I think that's like what that came back in like 1999. Yeah, because it's like I don't know. It's just the whole people in those furry costumes and everything. It's like like it really you really have to be into I guess you really have to be into Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like that to really like this type of stuff. Like for me, it kind of reminds me of back in the day when I was a kid, when I saw what was that what was that TV show back in the 70s? I remember I used to watch reruns of it when I was a kid. I don't know, something that had a character named Witchy Poo. Oh man, I don't remember. I gotta Google that, like Witchy Poo. Oh, okay. It was the show H&R Puffin Stuff. It was like that. Kind of reminds me of that show H&R Puffin Stuff. People dressed up in costume in these like big giant elaborate costumes, like what you would see like in Disney World and stuff like that. So it's like I don't know. And honestly, I as a kid I watched it, and even as a kid it was like it's okay. It wasn't like something that really grabbed a lot of my interest growing up. But it's like everybody is into something. Everybody's not into the same thing. So, but I'm sure for you this was like one of your most favorite stuff. But I'll give it like a little peruse. I'll give it a little peruse and see. I can't promise that I'm gonna become a Chuck E. Cheese fan. I can't promise you that. Because it's just not my thing. Chuck E. Cheese. Charlie Rocket's aunt and uncle is in danger of losing his farm because he needs $50,000 to replace their broken tractor. Wow, that is like one of the oldest plot points I've heard in a long time. Like it's like, oh my god, that's like old school plot point, like losing your farm because you don't have the money to either pay for the house or pay for this, and then you gotta give up your farm to the bank or some big corporation that wants to buy your property. To raise the money, Chuck E. Cheese, Jasper T. Jowls, Mr. Munch, and Helen Henny decide to race in the Galaxy 5000 on the planet Orion, in which they travel via Pasquale's awesome adventure machine. How is the topic still? I have no idea, but Gavin is a big Chuck E. Cheese fan. So everybody's allowed to love whatever they want. We all have our fandoms. And I'm not the type of person to just stop somebody because they love something. No. He loves Chuck E. Cheese, so more power to him. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. So Gavin, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say you are a Chuck E. Cheese super fan. I'm pretty sure I would think that you were like a Chuck E. Cheese super fan. I think it's safe to say that, right? Wouldn't you say? He's like, yes. He's probably like, yes, I am. A golden history. Well, hold on. So how about everyone else? You know, you guys have like a question you want to ask me since we're here? You know, you can feel free to ask any questions, guys, when it comes to, you know, like cosplay props and everything. Yeah, you know, I think that's something that Gavin really likes to talk about. Unequal Paladin PvP. Currently printing my first helmet, doing the Gold Zero Ranger. Hopefully it turns out well. Thanks for all your tips. Oh, no problem. Hey, no problem. You know, I'm glad that, you know, these videos and everything, and also want to do the live streams, you know, is able to help people, you know, do all of this stuff. You know, everybody has like a dream cosplay or character they want to do, and you know, it's like if somebody doesn't help out, you know, and give advice and, you know, steer people in the direction so they can do this, you know, what's the point? You know, you gotta share the knowledge. That's what I at least that's what I feel. You know, you gotta at least share the knowledge. I gotta straighten this out. Along with the secret of gummy berry juice. Okay. No worries, Gavin. I kind of get it. You know, I know you want me to watch it, so if you keep telling me all of what's gonna go on, there's no point into watching it if you tell me the whole story. It's an interesting plot, but like I said, it doesn't really grab me. It's not something that it's not something that would really make me wanna watch it because, you know, it's like a plot that, you know, something it's because don't forget the movie's kind of old school. You know, it was made back in the '90s, so it's like still doesn't, you know, doesn't really grab me. But you know, it's like, and I'm sure you're like a very super fan of Chuck E. Cheese, but it's for me in all reality, it's like I've never, like, honestly, before you came into subscribing to the channel, I have never thought about Chuck E. Cheese ever. I don't think about the commercials. I've never thought about wanting to go there for pizza or anything. For me, it's just a restaurant you'd go to bring your kids and have fun. But I have no kids. I got no kids of my own, so that's not gonna happen. And all of my nieces and nephews are all grown and don't like going to Chuck E. Cheese. There's a lot of things that Wikipedia didn't mention. I'm sure there's a bunch of things that, you know, that Wikipedia doesn't know about. Wikipedia don't know everything. Okay, so let's see here now. Go E. Alrighty then, I'm gonna unclip it so that way I can move it back. Let's see. I'd watch it if Chuck E. Cheese adopted 4 Mutant Ninja Turtles and trains them to become Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes on the half shell. Show power! Dun 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 dun. They're the world's most fearsome fighting teams. And the heroes in the half shell and they're green. When the evil Shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut 'em no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in the half shell and turtle power. Okay, well, for me, my fandom, I don't really have a specific one. You know, my fandom originally was Dragon Ball Z. That's going to meet Austin St. John at the end of the month unless the con gets canceled, hoping to get hit. PvP him to sign it. Okay. What's the best orientation for printing helmets? It all depends on the helmet, actually. It all really depends on what helmet you're printing. You know, are you going to be printing a Red Ranger helmet? Is that what your idea is to print that one out? Because if that's the one you want to print, then let me know and I can tell you pretty much on how I printed my Red Ranger helmet, the one that I made in one of the previous videos. I can tell that you're still a fan, yeah, and I can actually still tell that you're a fan of Chuck E. Cheese. And I'm assuming you don't have that many people that you know that are into it. Because honestly I don't know that many. You're like the only one that I know of that is a fan that has a fandom for the Chuck E. Cheese. Because honestly, I never even knew that Chuck E. Cheese even had like a fandom at all. I never even knew that. Okay, this needs to be brought out more because it's too flat. So. Listen to that song and turn it off. What song? The Zeo helmet. Okay, well, if you're gonna print it out, for me, when I printed the Zeo helmet out, I actually printed it in half, like the front one. I printed it the way with the face going up, the front half, and I only put supports around where over the nose. That way, when it started like going to that section, you don't lose extruding points. So I would say the only place you want to put supports is that in that section over the mouth where it's like where they would actually drill the breathing holes. So right there I would add supports, and that way you can print that out. And then when you print the back piece out, you could probably print it out upside down with the top on the build plate with some supports and a raft, and then build it up like that. Oh, okay. My first ever fandom was actually the 90s cartoon animatronic. Oh, the Animaniacs animatronic. I said animatronic. Animaniacs. We gon' blaze contract. Do. We're zany to the max. There's baloney in my stacks. You're Animaniacs. Totally insane. You know, maybe. Animaniacs. Don't bother that. Yeah, that's right. I remember the Animaniacs. I may be old, but I still watched it. Oh, trust me, there's a huge fandom for Chuck E. Cheese conventions called Chuck E. Con, are held every year. There is a gigant. Wow. Who would have known? That never even crossed my mind that had a fandom. Never. Wow, it's kind of weird. The diamond over here is in a different place than it is over here. Look at that. Gonna make sure I get this completely fixed in the right section. So far the nose is looking like it's matching. Okay, look at that. Alright. Alright, so far so good. I really am not liking why this nose is looking like this. I'm just gonna go like put 90 for now, just to give it a little bit more. Cause I don't want that divot there. That looks like it's like Chuck E. Con has been going since 2018, but the fandom has been going for centuries. I don't think it's centuries because Chuck E. Cheese is not that old. Because I think centuries is a bit much. Some people actually have animatronic shows for themselves. Okay. Sal, what's up? Yeah, Sal. Somebody asked me about that earlier. The two people contacted me. One contacted me at almost 3 a.m. last night, and the other one contacted me sometime this morning. So I have the addresses for those guys, so these things are gonna get shipped out to them as soon as possible. I just gotta get a box for the sword, but I gotta wait till Office Max, reopens up their doors after the quarantine. So, but yeah, I'm telling you, and like I said earlier to one of the guys, is like that 3 a.m. message. I'm like, oh my god, I was like ready for bed when that guy just sent me a message saying, I just saw the video. Oh my god, I can't believe I won. Here's my address. It would have been better if they waited till the morning instead of 3 a.m. So, what can you do? What would you do for a Klondike bar? Bum bum. How do you contact someone at 3 a.m. at night? Some people, I guess they just wanted to contact me because I've had it happen before. One time I even had somebody contact me for an order, and it was like oh my god, I think it was like almost about, it was about 2:30 in the morning also, and I was ready for bed because I go to bed pretty late, and somebody called me asking me about a helmet, and I'm like, oh my god. But you know, orders are important. You know that they pay the bills. You ever going to raffle off a Dino Ranger helmet? I might raffle off a raw print because I don't make the visors uh, for Dino. I don't make the visors for Dino Charge. I don't make the visors because I don't have a vacuum form machine. At least not yet. I have the money to make one, but as you can see, we can't. Those stores are closed right now. So I'm waiting to see, but I am planning on raffling more helmets off in the future. I just think I have to do more live streams to get people knowing that I'm live, so that way it gets more attention. You know, these get more attention, but the first raffles that I did when I was going live more often, you know, had more attention. So I think that's why I wanted to go live every day. Maybe just skip maybe 1 or 2 days, like the weekends. You know, people got lives. I get Etsy messages all throughout the night. Sucks, right? Sucks, especially if you leave your phone on. Me, the minute I'm about to go to bed now, I turn it off, and then like last night I was still up. I was about to go to bed. My phone was still on. I'm about to go to sleep. Turn off my phone, and all of a sudden, bing, bing, and sometimes if it's an order, I answer just in case because you know, it's like the time difference between where these people are contacting me from, like somebody from California, their time difference, you know. Tell me, was it night or morning? It was 3 a.m. is morning. 3 a.m. is morning. Yeah, 3 a.m. So, you know, like I usually raffle off something. Like sometimes I'll have a helmet that I made from a previous video, and I'll probably want to raffle it off. So because I really don't have the space to collect everything I build for the channel, so it's like might as well raffle it off to see if anybody's interested in having it. So yeah. I just gotta I gotta see what happens. I don't know. You guys want me to do more raffles, or is it that you guys don't really enjoy the raffles? You know, I'm sure there are people that don't enjoy it because, you know, they feel like they're not gonna win anything. You know, because, you know, it's like it's. You know, I know people get sad when, you know, they enter and then they don't win and stuff like that. I get Mercari, eBay, Discord, etc. notifications every single minute. Oh, I don't have any of that on my phone. Like I don't have eBay on my phone. I don't have Discord on my phone. All I have on my phone is my Facebook and my Instagram and my Twitter. And since nobody really contacts me on Twitter, usually it's my Instagram that beeps constantly whenever I get like a message from somebody, you know, asking for an order, asking for curiosity about something, for a helmet, for a staff. Like you guys remember? I think last night I was talking to you guys about. I was talking about that I was building a Jafar staff, and I was building the snake head in the back. So I actually have it here. Like I said, it wasn't gonna be finished until today. So here's the snake head. Let me see if I can dim the light a little bit, so that way you guys can get a better look at it. So here's the Jafar staff's head, the snake head. And this is where it connects. This is where the pieces are gonna connect. Like one piece is gonna connect here, and then another piece is gonna connect. So it comes into several parts, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 more pieces that'll connect to make the whole staff. So yeah, there you go. Kind of dark now. Look at that. Let's raise up the lighting. There we go. So yeah, here's Jafar's snakehead. I noticed that the file actually has sections where you put the jewel in, and it has little holes in it. I don't think you can see right there. Like, see, look, looks like there's a little hole in there. Like right there, there's a hole there, and there's a hole in the eye right there. See? So, and the file didn't come with like a jewel you could stick in the eye. So I don't know what the guy is gonna do per se, but you know that this is how it came out. It looks like it's supposed to have a jewel here and 2 jewels here for the eyes. So I don't know what he's gonna do because I'm not supposed to finish it. He's just gonna finish it himself. I like the raffle, gives an incentive to throw you some money. Yeah, raising money is one of the reasons why I started the raffle, because I'm not really making any money off my YouTube videos, because I may have like a good amount of subscribers, yet I only get a handful of watching the actual live streams. So, you know, I want to try to do more, because I can't even do, because since I live in Puerto Rico, I can't even do what's called the members only program. I can't have members. I can't do super chats. So which kind of sucks, because you know, it's like every other streamer that I know that lives in the States, you know, they can do a super chat, and you know, I can't. Oh my god, somebody gave me a thumbs down. Somebody gave me a thumbs down, guys. I got 3 likes. I got 6 people here, but I got 3 likes. Yeah, it's stuff like that, you know, that makes you wonder like what's going on and everything. Wow, and my estimated amount, I guess, let me see, estimated amount in the past 28 days. Let me see, let me put 90 days. So far, my estimated revenue in the past 3 months is $7.53. So the $7.53, and that's basically all of this, all since the new year started, because that's when I ended up passing 4,000 watch hours. It took me almost a whole year to reach 4,000 watch hours. Even though, like, I do have popular, there are some of my videos that are more popular than others. Clearly, it's how devoted on a scale of 1 to 10 do you think I am? I would say 11. I'd say 11, because it's basically, because I've noticed it's your main topic, main choice of topic to talk about. Which I understand, you know, everybody, you know, has their own fandom, you know, it's like, but, you know, I really know nothing about Chuck E. Cheese. It really hasn't really catched any of my interest growing up. Even as an adult or as a kid, it's like I saw the commercials. Commercials were commercials. So it's like it's like, you know, everybody has a fandom. Everybody has a fandom. You know, some people are major DBZ fans. Some people are major DC fans, Marvel fans, with posters and everything. Come on, there are girls that are major BTS fans. You know, you've seen them on their TikToks and everything. You know they're BTS fans because you'll see pictures all over their freaking room of BTS sheets, pillowcases, posters, pictures, little lavaliers and everything. You know, it's like oh my god, like I was a DBZ fan, like I was a hardcore DBZ fan back years ago, back I think in 2000, between 2006 and 2009. I was a big giant DBZ fan, and I would collect all the as many of the figures as I could. I even have, and this is at my dad's house back in Connecticut. He's got my whole collection. Like none of my collection is here of DVZ, and some of the collection I actually did have here. I sold on Amazon because I needed the money. Because your boy here gets broke because he doesn't have a normal 9-to-5 job. So, and my prompts I don't sell a lot because there's Tyler Aslow, there's Anarchy. They get more recognition because people know them more, and they're a lot bigger, even though their wait time is a lot longer. So that's why I started doing YouTube, to help people out and see if I can actually make YouTube as a career. So I haven't made it that far, and believe it or not, you can't get a paycheck from YouTube until you can't get your first paycheck until it reaches I think $200. Your first paycheck has to be $200 before they send you a paycheck. So, and then you have to keep making content and stuff like that and everything. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. Got to get more views. Like I'm getting subscribers yet. I don't know why nobody's watching when I go live. I don't know if it's because YouTube is not sending out the notifications or people did not put on notifications. So yeah. I once saved $200 something to get a statue that was a part of a photo ride. It is one of my favorite things in my collection. I also bought a 1977 first year Chuck E. Cheese token for $100. Wow. Honestly, I am a fan of a lot of things, yet I will not shell out a lot of money on something. Never will. I'm a fan to a limit. I am a fan to a limit. There's a limit to how much I will spend on something. Like I even second guess myself when I buy a video game that's about $60. Because half the time when I get home, I feel guilty for spending that much money. Every single year that they made tokens, except for 2 years, I also have promotional tokens. Alright. So who else we have here? Because it's telling me we have 5 viewers. Who exactly do we have? I know we have Ian, we have Gavin. Who else do we have here? If we have any else, because who knows? The other people, it could be me, Streamlabs, and the Nightbot, and then Gavin and Ian. So that would make 5 people because of the Nightbot and Streamlabs. I guess they would be considered participants, but not real participants. So yeah, so far, this model is starting to look good, guys. So just fix that right there. Alright, let's see what it looks like from the front. Okay. There we go. Alright, who do we have here? Who else do we have here? Who else do we have here now? Tonight in this light you look like an angel. Have you ever tried any modeling on a tablet or iPad? I can't even afford one. It's such a pain with no keyboard shortcuts. Like I have a tablet, but I use that mostly for sculpting. That's for sculpting. So I actually have it. I have my graphics tablet right here. So I have my graphics tablet right here, but like I said, this is mostly I use this for sculpting, not for like working with meshes, because it's more better for like organic looking things when you're making characters and stuff like that. But when you're working on something like a helmet, the way You know, with the mouse and everything is good. Sal, what is up, Sal? How you doing? I hope you, Ian, and Gavin have smashed the like button. Because if you didn't smash the like button, that means you don't love me. That means you don't love my content. Let's see. If you don't watch the Chuck E. Cheese movie, I'm alright, but I beg you to listen to the song "The Galaxy's for You and Me." Are you trying to get me into the fandom, Gavin? Are you trying to get me to become a Chuck E. Cheese fan? The thumbnail should have Chuck E. and Chuck E. Con photo. I think you have to be a real big fan of Chucky to listen to that song. I tried and I couldn't get through it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it, guys? I'm already at 2,020 subscribers. That is nice. 220 subscribers. That's actually a nice... I never thought I'd ever see that number. Never thought I'd ever see that number. You know, I remember when I did the video of the building of the White Ranger helmet, working there and then presenting it to Jason David Frank. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video, where I 3D printed the Thunder Dragon, the white dragon helmet, and then I took it to a convention and showed it to him. That thing alone got about 2,015 views. So not all that bad. I think it mostly got the views for because of Jason David Frank was in the video, so because he's actually in the thumbnail, so and holding the helmet. So that was a bonus. It was like 10 guys recording him singing in what looked like a person's living room. The channel will be called Matt the Franchise. So I'm guessing if somebody actually recorded it, so that's what it is. Somebody like recorded the performance or something like that of the song. So yeah, look at that. We're actually doing a pretty good job with the Legend of the White Dragon helmet. At least I think so. I think that we're doing a pretty good job with it so far. Alright, go to 1. Let's see. It was at the first convention. They didn't have a big budget. Trust me, it has improved over the years. So Gavin, you didn't answer my question. Are you trying to get me into the fandom of Chuck E. Cheese? Are you trying to get somebody, a new person into the fandom? Tell me. feel like it's true. Feel like it's true. Let's see. I'm waiting for your answer, Gavin. Tell me, are you trying to get some recruit a new member to the fandom to the fandom? Just got a message here. It would be fine with me if you joined though. I can probably tell you without even watching it, it probably will not happen. There's a good chance that I won't join the fandom. Because like I said, you know, Chuck E. Cheese to me is just another restaurant for me. It's just another restaurant. Especially, and it's a restaurant I don't go to. So, like, my favorite pizzeria of all times, and that's actually Pizza Hut. You know, I love Pizza Hut pizza, especially their supreme cheese pizza with some garlic on it and everything. That's my favorite pizza right there. I'm gonna get some weird suggested posts looking at all the different Chuck E. Cheese stuff online. I'm going to switch out of Chuck E. mode and switch to another fandom. Alright. I'm cool with that. Oh, so hold on. So send me a message. So how about you, Ian? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about? You want to pick a topic? Oscar, any plans to do any of the Bad Batch helmets from the new season of Clone Wars? I actually have not seen the new season of Clone Wars. So I've been preoccupied working on the props and the orders, so I spend most of my time watching movies and stuff like that, so I haven't really seen that new season. So you want to describe to me what they look like? So we're gonna turn it around town. As you can see, this thing does not match at all. Look at this side shot and that front shot. So like I said, there is going to be a lot of guesstimating in this thing. Naruto! And I'm not even wearing the shirt today. The name is Naruto Uzumaki. Believe it. So we're going to extrude again. And we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. And I'm telling you, there's gonna be a good amount of guesstimating in this because the way the the two images do not mesh. So I'm gonna end up doing a lot of guesstimating. Cause look at it, it doesn't really go in the same position like the other one does. So basically just modified clone trooper helmets. There's a sniper and a tank kind of looking guy. I think the image would be better. Would better. Okay. I know I've seen a stormtrooper that looks like a bulky, like buff, like dude look like he is a tank. Literally. I was like, oh my god, what are they feeding this guy? Like he could bench press a house. Have you been successful at finding toilet paper there? Well, I bought toilet paper way before this whole thing started. So I actually have a good amount of toilet paper. We don't really use a lot in this house anyway. You know, and besides, I'm not gonna go crazy if I have to honestly wash myself after using the toilet. Fine by me. You know, I don't care. But over here, people have not really gone, from what I've heard, they have not gone that crazy when it comes to toilet paper like they've done in other places. Because here in Puerto Rico, we will make do with what we have. You know, if we don't got no toilet paper, we will do something else. Because over here in Puerto Rico, back in the day, you know what they used to use? They used to use leaves. That's right. People over here in Puerto Rico used to wipe their tushies with leaves. And if they have to do it again, they'll do it again. It's like, you know, it's like, I was like, when I saw the thing of people like hoarding toilet paper, I was like, why are you hoarding toilet paper? Come on, if rich people have a bidet to wash your butts, you can wash your butt with a hose. Do people think toilet paper cure? I have no idea. But if they do, I don't know, because that is some false sense of security right there, because that does not do that. Tra la 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 la. Why am I singing a Smurf song? Okay, yeah, he's huge. I think Nico has working on one or two, but he seems busy with his Gundam stuff. Yeah, I noticed he's been working on some Gundam stuff recently. Did you hear? Wait, Did you hear that Corey? Corey? Corey Matthews from Boy Meets World? It is Boy Meets World. Boy Meets World. Wondering how this world that we call life, what we're doing. And I know his friends can always stand by me when it's Boy Meets World. Yeah, that's right. I know the song. It was one of my favorite shows while I was growing up. One of my favorite shows. I've got to take my dog out and do some stuff around the house. See y'all next time. All right, Ian. You take care. Remember, if you didn't hit the notification bell on the channel, make sure you do. And when you click it, write notification on for everything, because I know there's like selected stuff that says highlight or stuff like that, because they give you 3 options. So make sure that you put it for all, so that way you get notifications for live streams and when videos get dropped. And hopefully YouTube sends a notification. YouTube, get your head straight. I mean, did you hear that Corona beer sales have been going down because people think it... I don't know. I have not heard that. I have not heard that at all. So, but let's talk about something else. Let's not talk about that topic. You know, that's a touchy subject for people. So, you know, I'm sure, you know, when they come to a live stream, they don't want to talk about that topic, you know. I just got a message back from JDF because he put a post of this thing right there. He put a post and he said, look at that. JDF said, thank you. See, this is what I mean when I say that he's good people. He's good people. So. Go to the front right here. I swear this is like so way off from how this drawing does it. So I don't know, because I was matching up with the teeth and everything on this thing. I was matching up with the teeth, but then when you go to the side shot, it matches where the teeth are here, but it doesn't match with it only matches a little bit with the teeth on this part. So I gotta see. So. But I know I'm doing like a lot of extruding here. Kind of match it up a little bit. So we're gonna go right here. Extrude some more, extrude some more. There we go. When I know you wanna dip, when I dip, you dip, we dip. Alright. Bring it down here. When you put your hands up on your hip, when I dip, you dip, we dip. Alright, who do we still have here? I know Gavin is still here. I know Ian just left because he had to walk his dog. Does that mean it's just Gavin now? Is Gavin? Because I don't know if Orville is around still. If Orville is around. Let's see. Who else was here earlier? Obviously the Nightbot. Hopefully he's behaving. Sal was here, but I don't know if Sal is still here. So, because people are getting quiet during the live stream. Joker, how long do you think that helmet will take to finish? It'll take a while because, like I said, the front shot doesn't really match that much from this one. Like it doesn't match this front shot. Like it looks like it's angled in a certain way compared to this one because it's also angled in a certain way. So most likely it'll take me maybe a full night to do this. So it takes time, and like I said, I'm still pretty new to the whole shtick of 3D modeling. So I still gotta, you know, I'm always second guessing, and I always have to make sure that I'm doing things right because there's gonna be a lot of guesstimating in this model because of how the pictures are. So I'm like, I gotta guesstimate. So, you know, I'm trying to figure it out as I go. So I'm gonna go here, extrude that right there, and put an E, extrude, go right here. Bring it around town. Bring it. That's from SpongeBob. Hey, Sniper, you're still here. I thought you left because you're so quiet, guys. Is it you're quiet because you're watching the stream and just watching what I'm doing? You know, if you guys have questions of what I'm doing, let me know. You know, like exactly what I'm doing, because I don't know if you guys are 3D modeling any stuff for yourselves at the moment. Or you still are trying to learn how to do it, because I know a lot of you guys want some tutorials and stuff like this on this stuff, but you know, since I'm still like a noob, it's kind of hard to, you know, make a tutorial and explain it. That's why I decided, let me just do live streams while I'm modeling, and then if people have questions, you know, they can feel free to ask me, you know, while I'm live. You know, I think right there it works out better for everybody, because, you know, you have me here during a live stream. You can pretty much ask any questions you have, like exactly what am I doing, how do I do this, how do I do that. So, you know, it's a lot better for you guys, you know. So far so good. This thing is looking so far so good. I know there are going to be like a lot of things I'm going to have to like change and adjust to this. Like I'm gonna try something right here. So I'm gonna harden all these edges right here, and then I'm gonna wait. Maybe I shouldn't have hardened it yet. Maybe I shouldn't harden it. I shouldn't harden it yet. So remove this one, and I'm gonna extrude, bring it down, then bring it in like that, and then do it again. Like connect these, not those. F, and now I'm going to harden these edges, because if you look at the actual drawing right here, the actual thing. I don't know if this is a drawing or if this is an actual model. But you can see it has to have that hard line right there. So going to bring it a little bit lower, just a little bit lower, like a tad. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna bring it in a little bit. So yeah, because we need that kind of like that beveled look for it. We need that beveled look. All right. So we're gonna extrude it again and bring it down. We're gonna just bring this down a little bit more and then bring this up. Probably gonna have to fix this a little bit because it's too far out over here. So I'm just gonna bring that up. So what's up, guys? Everybody is like dead silent. Are we at a funeral? Is that where we are? Are we at a funeral? Did my channel die? You know, if you guys are bored, you can let me know. You know, if you're bored, let me know. Yeah, we can end the live stream early if you guys like. Let me see here. I'm just gonna put 4 here, just to check on it. All right, so we got that nice looking bevel right there. So far, that's looking pretty decent. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Where are you guys at now? Did you guys die? Not bored. What kind of 3D printer do you use? Actually, the one that I have behind me is the Creality CR10. I've had it for like now, I would say I've had it for a little over 2 years now, maybe 3, and it never completely broke. Like, I've had parts break on me, but I've replaced everything that's broken. It's mostly been the extruder because I overly use it because when I build, you know, it's like on, like I build. Type of filament I actually right now what I'm using. I'll show you right now. This is the brand I'm actually using right now. This is actually called Duramic 3D. This is actually a PLA Plus filament. It's actually a PLA Plus. I've been using this now for about maybe about almost 2 months, and I gotta say I really like this one. It actually comes out pretty nice. Like I tried other brands like blacks and everything of other brands, and for some odd reason the black I always had trouble with it. But when I tried it with this one, the black came out amazing. It like looked super awesome. So I kind of used this one before. I started off with Hatchbox, but that was like way before Hatchbox got a little expensive. Because when I first started buying Hatchbox, that stuff was like about $14.99 a spool, and now it's like I think it goes up to $30, and that's not the PLA Plus. That's just normal PLA. They are in my computer and they're cooking it all. In fact, let me see how much this filament is right now. I'm gonna check on Amazon because every time I bought the filament, every time I bought this Duramic 3D, for some odd reason, every time I make a purchase, the price goes up a little higher. I don't know why. You make this look easy. Trust me, in the beginning it was not easy. But when you work on something constantly over and over and over and over again, you start to build up like a routine and everything, and it starts to become a little bit easier. As you go along, it just it just takes time. Nothing Rome wasn't built in a day, like they say. Paul theories, games, and more. How do you make the base? The base. Are you talking about like how do I make the base of a helmet in general, like of any of them, or are you asking like of specific helmets? Yeah, exactly. $19.99 is for this Duramic 3D Black. Before, when I first purchased this Duramic 3D, it was $14.99 a roll. So now it's $19.99 a roll, and if you bought a 3-pack of black, it's $57.99. So I'm sure if I bought a 3-pack again, the price would go up past $20, and I don't know why it's doing that. So I don't know if it's because it's gaining popularity and they want to hike the price up because they know it's a good quality product and people are going to buy it regardless if the price goes up more or not. It's like, but half the time I'm always looking for like a good quality filament but at a nice decent price. And that's the tough part. That's the tough part because you don't want to buy something too cheap and then you can't. You're wasting your time because the filament won't go anywhere. It won't extrude. And I did that once with a material I bought, and because it was at a bargain. It was about $14.99. It was Sunlu. Nothing against Sunlu. I've heard they do make good filament, but for some odd reason I bought several of the white at a discounted price that they had. It was PLA, normal PLA, not PLA. No, it was PLA Plus actually. It was PLA Plus. And I got it, and the first pack I tried to extrude. After it got to this much of the quality of the printing process, then it started messing up, and then I heard like crackling, like there was moisture in the filament. So I don't know was happening to it. It just wasn't working in what I was expecting PLA plus filament to behave like. So I don't know. I what I basically ended up doing in the long run was I actually sent it back to Amazon and got the money refunded to me, and I just went up and ordered some more Germic 3D after that, because I didn't see the point in trying to buy some more Sunlu if it was gonna happen, because I did it the first time. The first roll I used did it, and then the second roll I put in did it. So and believe it or not, I bought 3-pack. I bought 3 boxes of it, and then I bought another 3 because they still had that good offer. So when the first 3 came, I was working on it. It wasn't working. So when I noticed that the 2 spools were not working, and they were not going to work at all, even no matter how much I tried changing settings and everything, I just sent it back into the mail, and then I had to call Amazon and say, I need a return box, I need a return slip, and they refunded the money. It took a while, but you got to be careful. You can get a good price filament, like a cheap price, but sometimes you get bit in the ass. That's what happened to me with Black Inland ABS. Yeah, I've actually used Inland, but I've used the PLA, and I've never actually had problems with the PLA with Inland. So, that brand right there, I haven't had any problems. I just changed from using them because they did change the price. So that was my issue with them, because they higher the price, and I'm trying not to overspend, because when you end up spending more money on materials, that's when you have to start raising prices of your items, and I don't want to raise my prices because people like the fact that they can get something at an affordable price. See, that's the problem. It's like that's what happened with the PLA Plus that I had from that other brand, and it looked like it was like so brittle because, like I said, moisture was in the filament, and I couldn't really do anything. It's like what is going on? It's like I feel like I just threw away money for filament that I thought was actually going to be good, when in actuality it wasn't good at all. So I don't know. You really got to be careful when it comes to the filaments you buy. You really have to be careful with that. So far, this thing is taking shape. It's a slow process. It takes time. These things, you can't build these things in a long amount of time. And I mean, in a short amount of time, you can't build these things. So, it takes time. So, just never rush through it. Never rush through these things. Because if you rush through these things, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna make mistakes, especially if you're new to the whole process of 3D modeling. Similar to myself, it's like you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that, and then all of a sudden you notice that you did something wrong, and then you can't back up as much as you want to fix whatever error you found. So you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. If you don't do what you gotta do, then you're not gonna do much. Capiche? You hear what I'm saying? Maronna mia, you know. So far we're getting there. So far we're getting there. How's it looking, guys? How's it looking? Tell me this baby's looking sexy. Huh. It's so quiet tonight. So quiet. Let's see. Have you ever tried making a prop out of ABS? Oh yeah, once or twice I've done it. It's like I don't get a lot of call for props. So sometimes people ask me for props, and they want it made out of resin, so I'll build it out of foam, and then I will cast it in. I will mold and cast it into resin. So yeah, I've done ABS, I've done HIP, done PETG. What's your plan for the visor? I'm not gonna build this model. Like physically, I'm not gonna build this model. But like I've told somebody before, to make this specific visor, you literally would have to make a 3D model. Like basically make a 3D model of a buck. Then reinforce it, and you're gonna have to vacuum form the visor. You're really gonna have to vacuum form it, because 3D printing a visor of this and then being able to see through it is not possible. It is not possible, because these things have a certain layer, and you can smooth out as much as you want on the outside with standing and then using some XTC 3D to do it, but the problem is that the infill inside the helmet is going to be the issue, because you cannot get that XTC 3D to soak into the infill. So the outside will look clear, but then you'll see that honeycomb pattern on the inside of the actual helmet. And since the honeycomb pattern is, depending on how you printed the helmet, will either go up where the visor's going, so you won't see it, but it'll be like covering that whole thing. Or if you did it like with the visor facing up, you'll get that honeycomb pattern, and it still doesn't work because you know the minute you clear the outside with probably some XDC 3D, you'll see that honeycomb pattern, and it doesn't really go with this type of thing. And so, I would say the best way to accomplish that would have to be to vacuum form the actual helmet. You know, I don't see any other way to be able to do that without vacuum forming. You know, I know there are techniques that people use in movies that they don't even have a visor. It's basically a CG. It's done in CG, and you can't really see it. Oh, one of my favorite people is actually streaming online, and it's Danielle Official. Hello, Gavin. Hello, Gavin.
That's not what you've been counting. You've been saying that is not what. First of all, you just changed all the things. You said who were having the best, who are the celebrities who are having the best time alone in quarantine, and now you're changing it to what? You wish you could.
Alright, look at that. We're getting like a good, nice curve right there. Look at that, guys.
Yeah, great. How would you charge your iPhone? But see, the phone will die eventually if you're stuck on it. Chapsticks are one up. So guys, what's the perfect answer for this question? What pair of sneakers would you grab for a selfie? Is my shampoo good for big frizzy hair? Yes, it will. The conditioner is great. I've already mentioned this.
Me am returning. I have returned.
And that water-soluble conditioner?
I have returned.
Sorry, water-soluble silicone. It's really good at taming frizz, but it will not leave any buildup in your hair. Rinses right out. So it's great. I did it today but I will let my hair dry naturally with it because it doesn't make it easy. The perfect answer is a boat because then you. Yeah, I'm shipping right now. Yeah, I'm just happy free bidding up there. That was a question. Just the logic.
Someone asked earlier if it works for other ethnicities and races, and we've been told that it has. We were like very cautious when we telling people how we feel.
Because it's great for natural hair. It's great for naturally growing hair.
But you've got great response rate.
irrational fears. I do. Spiders. I'm terrified of spiders. Will you have any other scents? We will eventually. We're working on it. As a matter of fact, we're also working on one that's scent-free, because there are quite a lot of people who don't want any scent or don't want any essential oils. So we're going to do on that too. How often do you use the Scalp Refresh Serum? Jensen, how often do you use it?
I use it every night, right before bed, right around here.
Yep.
And it's awesome. It really has. I can't
So
show
far,
you
so
this.
good, guys.
It's so thick in here now. It's
Look at that.
It's true. I use it twice a day. I use it in the morning and I use it in the evenings. And
coronavirus all okay.
Checking something right here. I wonder if I can make it look exactly like this. I probably won't be able to do the coloring in it with all this like metal, scratched metal and stuff like that, but I'm gonna try to come close. And I'm gonna see if I can actually make the visor detachable. So I'm gonna see if I can make the visor detachable. Alright, go to the front. Here. I think I want to bring this out a little bit more this way. Yeah. Let's see, let's see. So far, so good. So far, so good. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Bum bum. Gonna fix these thing a little bit because I don't want the curves to be too out. Like too off. It's not easy to get these to exactly where you want them. Takes a little finessing, There's a little finessing involved into this. There's a little finessing. Extrude. Bring it out. Not that one. I want this one. Bring it up here. Bring that one down. What would you do for a... Okay, that's off. 1, 2. All right, little adjusting, not easy, bear with me, guys. You know, like if I don't see your message when you type, I will look again, I will look back. If you make the visor detachable, will you use a hinge to open the I would have to use a hinge system to open the helmet, because there's no way to put it over your head, you know, because it would have to open up from the side, because it wouldn't be like a standard motorcycle helmet version where you could actually slide it on your head. You know, this one has to be close enough to be like a little snug, so it would have to open and close. And believe it or not, when they did the trailer for Legend of the White Dragon, the helmet that you see in the trailer, actually the whole costume altogether was actually CG. They don't have a physical costume for the character, so that's a little bit of information probably you guys did not know about. And I found that out through Jason David Frank. I found that out that, you know, they really did not make an actual suit. You know, it's just all CG made. So when my friend Robert modeled the helmet, it was basically the first ever Legend of the White Dragon helmet ever created. You know, we were the first ones to actually have a physical one made, which Jason David Frank now actually owns that helmet, because he bought it off of me when I showed it to him at the convention that I saw him at. So that was an interesting experience, you know, to have Jason David Frank look at a helmet that you made. Not you. I wasn't planning on selling it. You know, I was like, I went there. I wanted him to look at it. I wanted him to autograph it and everything. And next thing I know, the guy is like, I want to buy it off you. And he had already signed the helmet. He had already signed it. And I met him. It was Saturday when I met him. He had one more day at the convention, which was Sunday, which I didn't go on Sunday. I didn't go. And so, and the reason I did not go was because if he wanted to buy that helmet, I needed to redo the visor and remove the signature, because he didn't want me to mail it to him. He wanted to take it with him on the plane. So imagine my feelings, like, I gotta get this done, because you don't want to keep a man like Jason David Frank waiting for a helmet. No, I'm like, this is the first time I ever had a famous performer, actor, or anything ask me for one of the things I've made, that he wants to purchase it. I'm like, are you serious? And he was dead serious. He wasn't. This dude was not joking around whatsoever. He was not joking. So I stayed home Sunday, worked on it, made sure I removed the signature, painted it, and I had to wait till Monday to give it to him because I couldn't do it at the convention for his last day. So we made an arrangement to meet up at the hotel that he was staying at. I had to get a ride from somebody I know because I didn't know the area, and I can get lost pretty easily when it comes to me not knowing where I'm going. Trust me, you can ask anybody who knows me very well that I tend to get very lost on my way to places. So yeah, I got lost. Not gonna lie. Was it fun getting lost? By all means, no, it was not fun at all. So I got lost. Actually, I've gone places and I've gotten myself lost heading to places, and by sheer happenstance, somebody that I know from here, they offered to drive me there. So it's like, and I'm sure I know the reason why they drove me there was because the fact of the matter is, it's like, why will I not drive you there? I get to meet Jason David Frank in the process. So you gotta understand from that standpoint. Like, it's a fanboy. You say, I'll take you there, and this guy was actually was on one of my live streams, but I know him from the island. I know him from here, and he took me. He thought I was kidding when I said fine, but yeah, I needed a ride. I needed somebody to take me. Like, what else am I gonna do? It was either get a ride from him or disappoint Jason David Frank in not being able to get the helmet to him. So here we go. So I'm gonna smooth this out just to take a look at it. Go to model mode. Yeah, so far that looks good. So far it looks pretty good. Matches up decently. Not all the way perfect, because this is just one piece in the whole aspect of the helmet. So it's got it. Like I said, I'm a noob at it, so it's gonna take me a good amount of time till I can figure the whole thing out. You know what I'm saying? It'll take me a while.
Checkup today. He's right on target. We're working on crawling, but he's crawling backwards. We're trying to get him to go forward. But a driver, yes.
Don't worry, it's fine. There he is.
That's baby Chanko.
Exactly.
He's got a lot of hair. Our son has a lot of hair. Baby Chanko. Happy birthday, Evelyn. Alright, guys. Thank you so much
And
for
remember,
joining
Baby Chanko.
us. You can't make things up like that.
I'm not making it. I heard your husband plays people. Yes, I do. You play him better.
Wow. Rightful night. Thank you.
Not as good as you, but I did recently play Rick and Morty. It's great. I know that's the big game everyone wants to play. I played it.
Yes, we ship to Canada. We ship all over the world
Is it
for
free
flat
shipping?
rates.
Not internationally. though.
Not internationally. It's not free shipping, but we do ship with flat rates all over the world. All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks so much for joining. This is really fun. Stay safe and sane in this time.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody's quiet again. We've been here for about 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. My normal amount of time on a live stream. But so far we're doing good on this sucker. We're doing good. Yep, gotta select that. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go here and see if this works. Okay, that's not it. Okay, E. Go here. Oops, I didn't even put clipping on. There we go. Clipping. Wow, is everybody still here or did everybody leave? Because it's very, very quiet right now. So come on, Joker, talk, hablas, talk to me, talk to me. Speak to me. Here too, but into watching your work, your magic. I haven't left. I'm just looking at looking for my charger. Have you lost your charger? Gotta fix these right here because whew, that is way off. Look at that side. Look at that. Ooey. Oy vey. Perspective is a big pain. What paint do you recommend for green helmets? Well, it all depends because I've used several different paints and sometimes I've mixed and matched paints. It all depends on the helmet. I can't remember the name of the paint that I mostly use because since it's like a custom paint that I get, so I always bring it's based on a number. Because I get it done at a place that makes custom paints, like custom mixtures, and puts them in a can for me. So, in general, you know, it's like, I one time I tried a hunter green, but hunter green was way too dark. Hunter green was like super dark. And you know, it's like, so like I said, it all depends on the helmet you're looking for. But a lot of places that like do custom mixed paints, you can actually go there with like a picture of the paint that you like, of the object that you want them to paint for you. Or the paint you want them to match for you, I should say. That's a better way to put it. Like when you want them to match a paint for you, and they can match it based off, you know, that picture, and you know, and from a lot of places actually do a pretty good job of being able to match. Sometimes it takes a while because they gotta mix several different colors. Do you airbrush? Yeah, actually, when I did the first King Tyranno sword, a good amount of that was actually airbrushing. Like a pretty good amount of that sword was airbrushed. Because I wanted to do something different for the video, so I decided I'm going to airbrush this puppy. This puppy is going to get airbrushed. And did it get airbrushed? Yes, it did. If you haven't seen that video, you got to go back and take a look at it. Because that baby was airbrushed. And it's the first time I ever airbrushed anything. Go here again for object mode. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. Gotta harden all these lines right here. Gotta harden that. Alright, yeah, that's better. Now you can see the actual bevel right there. Look at that. Taking pretty good shape, guys. Oh, what paint would you recommend for a fiery red helmet, like what a wolf warrior from Mystic Force? I can't really give a recommendation for that because, like I said, I've only started using it. I've only used one kind of red paint, and that was like a hot rod red. It's kind of an airbrush paint that they usually use for like model cars. So I actually use that for the prop. But when it comes to a helmet, I would not suggest airbrushing a helmet. No. The fact of the matter is because it takes a lot of paint to be able to work on a helmet, and an airbrush doesn't give you enough paint because it only gives you this small of a bottle, and you're gonna have to go through several bottles to do that. You know, to get a nice thick layer, because you can't just automatically go on full load on it. You're gonna get drips and everything just to get like a thick layer, and it takes time. It takes a lot of time to do something like that. So airbrushing a helmet fully is not good. Like if you're gonna use it for details, that it's fine to do for that, but not to fully airbrush a solid color on a full helmet, because you're gonna have to go through a lot of bottles. So I would say stick to like spray paints or car-based paints, or you could use the air compressor and a paint gun to do that. So, but for airbrushing a full helmet, it's gonna take a while. It's really gonna take a while. And I know this because it took me a while just to get like a nice thick layer of gold paint on the helmet. I mean on the King Tyrannosaur. It took a while to get a nice thick coat that you couldn't see the primer anymore. So, you know, all in all, I would suggest that would be the best option to go with when it comes to that. It is the best option I can suggest for you, my good friend. My good friend. Look at that. Added that so that way I can add this line right here. See? I'm gonna have a bevel right here. All the way action. Well, come on and tell us, Johnny, what's the secret of success? You gotta take a tip from the king of hip, 'cause you know that he's the best. We're going prowling. We're going prowling tonight. Wow, we're almost at 3 hours, guys. Almost at 3 hours. And like I said, this thing takes a good amount of time. 'Cause look at that. I only got this much done in 3 hours. So that thing is gonna take a while to do. It's gonna take a good amount of time to be able to finish this dutied up thing. So we're gonna extrude right here, go out, go in, go out some more. Then we're gonna bring it in. And then we're just going to pop goes the weasel, because the weasel go pop. So look, now we have the nose. We have the nose nostril finished. Got a good nostril going. You know, I should save this in case something happens. You never know. L.O. Legend of the White Dragon. Always good to save your work, guys, because you never know. You know, like all of a sudden you can have a power outage and then you lose everything you've ever made of your project. And sometimes you can do like a restore last project, but sometimes you won't get the project you just did. You get the previous project before that, which is so not fair, because I've been through that. I don't like that, and I had to start all over again. Well, guys, this thing is coming along great. I think that I'll probably end up stopping right now because, like I said, it's almost 3 hours now. So I think we're gonna stop right here, and then I'll probably leave this model alone until the next time I stream with you guys, so that way you can keep seeing the process as I go along with this thing, so you can see every bit of it until it's completely finished. And then when I all the way add color and render the whole masterpiece thing, so hopefully you guys are going to be looking forward to that, because I'm looking forward to doing this one. You know, I've always wanted to make this model and, you know, see how it would come out. So far so good. I'm liking what we're doing. So, you know, for now, I guess I will say goodbye to you guys. I'm just gonna go relax, take care, watch maybe a little bit of anime and stuff like that. Work on another one of my projects. Keep letting that thing print until tomorrow, because as soon as that thing is printed, I can ship it out in the mail. So yeah, hopefully you guys join again for the next stream, and we'll finish working on this Legend of the White Dragon helmet and see how far we can get this puppy. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that, because I'm looking forward to it. So until then, guys, you know, take care, have a good weekend, stay safe, stay indoors, do your part, and stay inside your homes during your self quarantine. Only go out when it's very, very necessary, like if you got to go get food or medication or something like that, or you know, if you're starting to feel sick for something, and call your doctor first. Call your doctor first before going to a hospital or going to the doctor's office. Call your doctor first and see what he says. So I want to make sure you guys take care, stay safe. Don't do it just for yourself. Do it for everybody else, especially the older generation, since they are more likely to deal with this a little bit less. It's harder for them being at an advanced age. So, you know, think of the older generation that brought us here into our generation, and the younger generation as well. You know, to get through this, we all got to do our part. We all gotta make sacrifices for the well-being of everybody else around. So until the next stream, guys, you know, take care, God bless, and you have a good night.